Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Hard 100, the video series documenting the culling of my collection from what it is to what it's going to be, and that is a Hard 100 games. There is a story out there in the great wide world called The Lady and the Tiger, where a kingdom is doing some crazy ass shit, and their justice system is if you commit a crime, they'll throw you in a pit and you get 2 doors. If you pick the door of the tiger, well obviously you must have been guilty because that tiger's going to eat you. But if you pick the lady, then you get to go marry her because obviously you did not commit the crime. Okay. Old story is old, but it still leaves an open, ambiguous ending where the guy is accused of cheating on a girl, and then the girl gets to pick if it's the lady or the tiger. Yeah, it's the whole thing. Go read it. It's like 5 minutes. It's kind of fun. And then you get to pick who if it's the lady or the tiger. And if you pick the lady, then you're an optimist, and if you pick the tiger, you're a realist because hell hath no fury. So today we are talking about another lunchtime game in which it's kind of an anthology, like a whole bunch of games, like the Automata Noir we looked at, where it's a whole bunch of games in one. This time, The Lady and the Tiger, or The Tiger and the Tiger. The Lady and the Tiger by Tatiana Walker and Peter H. Hayward is a game of 6 little games that give you a handful of cards and a handful of hobby store beads to play a handful of games. These games range anywhere from a bluffing to a deduction to a maze to just a cat and mousey kind of thing. Haha, cat, because it's a lion. I have played 2 of these out of the 6, and I have no interest in playing 4 out of the 6. So the ones that we are talking about are the only ones that I base my anything on, and these are the ones that I played for my lunchtime games. The first one, and probably the best, is going to be Doors. Now every one of these games come with a very handy reference sheet for every one of them. These are big giant tarot cards, and I would be remiss if I didn't tell you how beautiful these cards in this game are. They're all big, beautiful tarot size, and they are gorgeous. On every one of these cards, you're going to have either a lady or a tiger, and that lady or a tiger is going to be red or blue. So red lady, red tiger, blue lady, blue tiger. You're also going to have 2 cards that are wilds, one that is both a lady and a tiger, and one that is both red and blue. Look at that. On your turn for Doors, it's a very, very simple. You're going to have a series of cards in front of you. There are 4 special cards in the game that is a red lady, a red tiger, a blue lady, and a blue tiger. And they're gold foiled, and they're beautiful, and they're wonderful. And at the beginning of the game, each player, because it's a 2-player, is going to get one of these. If you are the collector, that's who you are. So I'll look at it and I'll be like, I'm a blue lady, but I'm not going to tell the other person. My goal is to get a set of what I am. So if I'm a blue lady, I need to get 4 blues or 4 ladies. Meanwhile, you're watching me take cards being like, why are you taking so many blues and so many ladies? You a blue lady? So if you're a guesser, you have to guess what the other person is. And you have a little bit of information based on what you have. And I don't know what you have. You don't know what I have because that's how it works. At any point, you can guess who I am. If you guess one trait, so like, oh, you're a lady, oh, you're a tiger, or you're red, oh, you're blue, you get one of the little dime store coins. If we empty the deck, you get 3 points. If you guess exactly, you get 5 points. And if you score a set, then you get 2 points. So I'm trying to keep you from getting a set while I get a set, while trying not to be too obvious about the set that I get. Now, when you first play this game, you think you have all the time in the world, but ladies and gentlemen, you do not have all the time in the world. This game is very, very fast, and that card deck is very, very small. Well, small. And it's fun. So you go back and forth playing the collector. You gain points as the collector. You get 6 points if you get your complete set, or if they guess wrong, you get 4 points. Sometimes it's easier just to kind of hopefully guess what they are because you have a shot in the dark, a general idea, and it's pretty good. So The Lady and the Tiger for the door game, which is I think the main game because it's the first one they introduced. It's the most thematic with the Lady and the Tiger and the doors. It's really good. I really, really enjoy it. Played it the most. I played it maybe a dozen, 2 dozen times. It's really good. The other game is called Labyrinth. And what this is this has you laying down a grid of cards, and your fancy beautiful cards are in the top corners, and everyone has a series of those little tokens, and those are your cubs, and you're trying to get your cubs from this bottom corner to that top corner, and you can only move cubs on certain cards based on the wild cards that are on the side. So you can switch cards, and you're kind of moving them around in the labyrinth, and they're all doing things. This one is unfortunately very long. I'm not really going to get too much into it, but you're basically just trying to switch gems and cards, and there's a lot of hullabaloo. It's really hard to kind of plan your turn because most of the stuff you can do can be undone very easily. But it's a fine little 2-player chess style match kind of thing where I'm moving all of my cards, all of my little cubs up here, you're moving all your little cubs down there, and it's cute. But it's not really my thing. Now there are other games in this as well. There is a game called Traps, there is a game called Favor, and there's a game called Horde, which is the single player game. So there's a lot of variety in the box, and I don't think it can be overstated how beautiful these cards are. These are the peoples. Look at, these are the peoples. There's a little red lady and blue tiger and a little bit of a do. And then the regular cards themselves has a very like African style, I don't know, it's really pretty though. And then a testament to very clever graphic design is on the back of the card. There is both the lady and the tiger, and they have them kind of folded into each other, which is impressive as shit. So the Lady and the Tiger is a fine game. It's very, very lovely. Some people might discredit me for not giving a fair shake to every single thing, but fuck you guys, it's not a review, it's if I want to keep a game or not. And this game, I feel like, has run its course. But before we talk about that, let's get into some housekeeping. This box is for 2 to 6 players. There are, so Doors the deduction game is 2 players, Favor the bidding game is 2 to 4 players, Hoard the puzzle game is for 1 player, Labyrinth is for 2 players, and Traps is for 2 to 6. But I hear that Traps one is better with more people because we have a deduction game, a bidding game, a puzzle game, a maze game, and a bluffing game. Ages 8 and up, 15 to 20 minutes. Every game is very easy. All of the cards are very well laid out. All of the rules are very easy. It's very beautiful. It feels like you're getting your money's worth, and I think you really are. I think Lady and the Tiger is a fine lunchtime game. The problem is, with most lunchtime games, is because they're so short, you play them so much. And because I played this so much, I have no interest in playing the other ones. The puzzle game I toyed with a little bit, but I didn't really seem to enjoy it. I feel like bidding games aren't very good at low player counts. And then Traps we didn't get into because I feel like we needed more players. And I just really wanted to keep playing Doors because it was the best one. You can find this at your Barnes & Noble. You can find this at just about anywhere for 15, 20 bucks. It's very, very cheap on the reg. But Lady and the Tiger, you are a fine game. And I'm kind of sad, but you are out of my hard 100. You're a pretty good lunchtime game, but I played you too much. And that might be a fault of my own. And that might be more telling than anything that I played this, let's say 24 times. Just loved it. But I don't want to play it anymore. I have no interest in playing it anymore. Once you figure out the best course of action to bluff and kind of do the thing, it's really hard to lose. Not even because I'm good, just because I figured it out. So you slowly but surely learn better ways to play, and once you reach that threshold, you plateau. And then there's nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, Lady and the Tiger, fine game. This again is me, Billy, Hard 100, Lunchtime Edition. This one might have gone a little bit longer because there were more games to talk about, but that game might be right for your desk at work. It's not right for my shelf, and it's not right for that either. I have other games at work that I would rather play, although I haven't kept any of them for lunchtime. Again, thank you so much. My name is Billy. I hope you and yours are well. Peace out.